Welcome back to another episode of Growing with Lalascrops. I am showing you guys a footage of my collard greens at the moment. I will be harvesting some of my collard green leaves. I'm really excited to share this process with you guys because a lot of you guys have been asking me how I grew my 3 feet tall collard greens. I do plan on making an updated video about how I grew the 3 feet tall collard greens, but this year, you guys, since I see that a lot of people are interested about that topic, I will try to bring you guys along on my journey to show you, how I'm taking care of my collard greens, what I'm doing to the collard greens, how often I harvest, what I feed the collard greens this year, so that you guys can also grow your very own 3 feet tall collard greens. In today's video, I will be harvesting some leaves. I am also going to show you guys in this video what I will be feeding the collard greens after I harvest some leaves, you guys. So make sure that you stay towards the end of this video so I can show you guys what liquid fertilizer I will be applying to the plants after I harvest the leaves. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button and also that bell notification so that you can get notified once I post a new video. And also, you guys, don't forget to check out my Instagram account at Lalascrops, where I like to post daily garden inspiration. So yeah, so let's jump right into the video, you guys. I'm gonna start at a lower angle on this plant so I can show you guys how I harvest my collard greens, you guys. I'm just gonna go in here and just, harvest some of my leaves. So I'm just going to place these leaves in here and come back over here and harvest some more. I'm really excited, you guys, because it's nothing like harvesting a good amount of collard greens that you can enjoy, that you can cook or have someone else cook and enjoy some fresh collard greens, you guys. This one has some sun damage, so before I put the leaves in to the harvesting basket, I like to look at them to see if good enough to cook. So I'm just going to take these little pieces off. All right, so I wish I had a weighing scale so I can, kind of tell you guys how many pounds I'm harvesting. But in due time, I'll have to get a weighing scale. So far, these collard greens are looking good. The reason why these are smaller is because I really have not harvested any leaves off of these plants, you guys. So I feel like the more you harvest, the bigger the plant will get and the bigger the leaves will get. Put these in here. This is a nice one. I wanted to show you, how the plant is looking now. You can see the stem right here. Get over here. I'm getting closer. But I feel like, I made a video last year. So like I said, I will provide a link for that one because I am harvesting at a different stage than I did last year, you guys. So, but let's go around the plant to see how it's looking thus far. And then of course I still have to harvest from the other plants, you guys. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna get on the other side and harvest these. Look at my little basket full of collard greens and put it over in the sun. So I'm going to continue to, harvest. Now we're getting up to the bigger size leaves. But like I said, you guys, I have not even harvested from these plants yet, so they are getting a good amount of pruning, and now that is opening up more space for my cucumbers to receive sunlight. And that's the reason why I decided to place the cucumbers over here to maximize my growing space, because I knew that once I harvested some of the leaves off of this collard green plant, more sunlight would be available for the cucumbers. Now this one, should look all right. I think I waited a little too long to harvest the leaves, you guys. All right, so I just want to show you guys the stem after I harvested all of those leaves. So I like to go in and kind of heal it up also around the stem so that can help promote some extra support for the plant. I like for the plants to grow upwards And then once they get a little taller, if they still have like grow at a little angle, that's fine, you guys. But while they are this size, I like to just, you know, provide some support. But this is what the plant is looking like afterwards. It still has a good amount of leaves still left on the plant, you guys. I have harvested some leaves, so that's going to help promote, you know, some extra new growth, you guys. Although I have some new growth in here still, you know, growing. As you tell, I do have some pest damage, but you know, that's normal, you guys. You're not going to prevent, you know, the pest 100%. And even with the collard greens, my 3 feet tall collard greens, you guys, when it was a certain size, you know, I still experienced pests eating at my leaves. You may experience quite a few pest damage, or you may not, you guys. So I can't guarantee that you guys will not experience any pest damage, because as you can see, I still experience pest damage. It's just all about, you know, getting out into your garden at least, you know, every day, a pest check on your plants, you guys, so that you can go ahead and, you know, get rid of those harmful pests so that they won't devour a whole entire leaf. That's all that I can give as far as advice for like the pests. But if you decide that you want to use some type of insecticide on your leaves, you can do that, you guys. But for me, I don't choose to, you know, apply anything on my collard green leaves, you guys, because this is what we eat, you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I like to keep that 100% organic. No pesticide, no insecticide, anything like that, you guys. So now I'm going to move on to the other plants with my little harvesting basket. My plants are still baby plants, so don't judge them right now. I honestly started late this year than what I did last year, so it's okay, because this variety grows well in heat and cold weather. So now summer, I don't know. Summertime, I think I'm going to offer some shade, like a shade cloth for these plants, you guys. Summertime here in Florida can be really brutal. You can get right here and harvest some of these leaves, you guys. And like I said, these are just, you know, little smaller leaves, because I have not harvested anything yet. So this is like my first like real harvest. I like to still leave a good amount of leaves on the plants, because, you know, that way the plant knows, like, oh, okay, well, they're not trying to remove me from the garden, but let me keep on producing these leaves though. You know what I'm saying? So I've never harvested majority of the leaves to kind of see how the plant would react, so I don't know about that. But I feel like once you still leave a good amount of leaves, then the plant knows to still produce, you know, those leaves, you guys. So I have some of these. Not too many of these though. I harvested some leaves from this plant. Now I'm gonna go over here. You know what? Well, actually, guys, I'm gonna just leave this plant alone, because this one had a late start, you guys. So this is the amount of greens that I was able to harvest today. I'm hoping that this will be enough for our dinner on Easter. But you know, we'll see how it goes, because you guys know that once you cook collard greens, you know, they wilt down. So yeah. So let me show you what the plants are looking like after I have harvested some collard green leaves, you guys. Get over here. That's what that one looks like. And the amount of leaves still left on it. I did not bother that one over here, you guys, but that's what that plant looks like. Okay, so right now, you guys, I'm going to show you what liquid fertilizer I like to use basically on my brassicas, you guys. So I am going to go ahead and feed the collard greens and of course the asperbrock that I have growing in this raised bed. It's like I said, so that you guys can join the journey, just so that I can show you guys results of the products that I use in the garden, and just to show you how my plants react, you know, the good and the bad, you guys. I still experience, you know, pests, so, you know, but like I said, from learning from my experiences, once my plants got up to a certain height and certain health stage, I feel like they were less immune towards like the harmful pests, you guys. So all right, so feeding time, you guys. So what you would need is a 1 gallon watering can, and the liquid fertilizer that I like to use on the plants, on the collard green plants, is the fish fertilizer from Alaska, the brand Alaska. As you can see right here, it says great for all indoor and outdoor plants, organic gardening, and it won't burn, you guys, which is important. These last two, which is important. It won't burn your plants, you guys. And then the ratio is a 5:1:1. So, oh, this bee. So if you notice that the 5 right here is higher than the rest of these numbers. So let's look on the back. So always look on the back where they will give you more details as far as like the ratios. Depending on what type of vegetable you're growing, you have to be mindful of what type of fertilizer you feed your plants. Brassicas, they are heavy feeders as far as requiring nitrogen, you guys. As you can see, these plants don't produce any flowers. What they like to produce, as you see, are leaves. You want to feed them fertilizer that's higher in nitrogen, you guys. So if you can look at this ratio right here, at the top it says total nitrogen is 5.0%. So that's going to give these plants a higher dosage of nitrogen, but it also has a 1.0% available phosphate and potassium. This fertilizer is still going to provide all the nutrients for this plant, especially like for stem health, which is what we're trying to also accomplish with these collard green plants. I like to use another fertilizer that I will share with you guys a little later in another episode that I like to apply to these plants also to kind of help promote healthier stems. I will keep you guys posted. In order to keep a lookout for that video, you guys make sure you are subscribed and also hit that bell notification so that you can get notified once I post that video. So yeah, I like to use the fish fertilizer. It does smell, just to warn you. So of course you want to shake it up very well. And I may go ahead and fertilize my corn plants while I'm already fertilizing. Go ahead and hit a couple of these plants out here. It has the application rates on the back. So if you are doing vegetables, bedding plants, bulbs, annuals, they suggest 2 tablespoons. And then they have root vegetables, 1 tablespoon, trees, 4 tablespoons, outdoor container plants, 1 tablespoon. And it just shows the amount that these application rates cover. And this is of course per gallon water. You guys, so I'm gonna place some water in here, fill it up, and then I'll be right back. So I placed some water, and I like to stir it around also, you guys. Make sure that those nutrients get into this water before I decide to fertilize. So now I'm going to show you how I fertilize the collard green plants after I have harvested some leaves, so that that can help promote more new growth. All right, so I just go in with the fertilizer and give it a nice feeding. And come over here and do the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and feed these cucumbers over here while I'm already over here. This plant right here, give it a feeding. And then get this one over here, you guys, and feed this one. Uh-oh. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and feed these asperbrox plants my dill. Whew. Some onions for a feeding. These carrots. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video showing you how I harvested my collard greens from my Georgia collard green plants. I have a total of 4. And like I said, you guys, I will keep you guys posted. But in order to keep up with my journey, you guys, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, Lalascrops, and also hit that bell notification button so that you can get notified once I post a new video. And also, you guys, don't forget to check out my Instagram page where I like to post daily garden inspiration. And yeah, I will keep you guys posted to show you how these plants start to develop new growth and how they develop these healthy stems. Just make sure that you subscribe so that you can keep up with my garden journey, because you know, spring is here, and yeah, I have big plans for the garden. If you would like to keep your leaves nice and firm and crispy like this, like you just harvested them. I will provide a link for that video showing you guys how I kind of like preserve my collard greens. Now of course you can go ahead and bring them inside, go ahead and clean them, boil them down, and of course, you know, place them into your freezer like that. But you know, sometimes some people may not have enough time to clean them. Make sure you guys check out that video. Another way you can preserve your collard greens so that they can stay, you know, fresh and crispy. Now I need to go ahead and get these in the house because the heat is starting to get to them. But the video that I'm referring to, I do not suggest for you to do that for more than at least 2 days though, you guys. So thank you again to all of the new subscribers who have showed love and support with all the lovely comments, and of course watching my videos. It is greatly appreciated. Let's keep the momentum going, you guys. So that this channel can reach worldwide. And I will see you guys in my next video, which will probably be mulching the garden, you guys, especially like my corn, which is over there, and that raised bed, and they're doing well. I have to give you guys an update on that one. As always, you guys, happy gardening. Peace.